Possession with that ball over the front plane, that would in effect be a safety. Here is the decision.
After review, the ball was recovered in the end zone. We have a safety.
Well, Jeff Tedford is 2-0 for challenges.
Well, and credit it not just Jeff Tedford for picking when to challenge, but his spotters up above who are the guys advising.
Because that flag came out late.
George Cortez, one of those who's up in the booth for him. Veteran coach who understands the system well. You know, and it's the ruling when you go back to the Gavin's interception. You know, their field position, of course, was hurt by the ruling that he was down by contact, right? That's what took them from being out near midfield into their own territory. But now that objectionable conduct penalty, that just cost them a safety, because that ball doesn't reach the end zone if not for the yards they lost because of the penalty.
And that will be talked about, I am sure, this week for the Ottawa Redblacks, who have talked about changing everything this season, the culture here, to become accountable. Last year, a lot of new faces. Everything was new here. This is a team that just doesn't want to win. Rick Campbell told me last week, you know, we want to make the playoffs. So now the Redblacks kick it back. It's a 10-9 game. Shaquille Murray-Lawrence. Here's that speed. There he goes. He will go. And Shaq Murray-Lawrence has a touchdown, but there is a penalty flag. And this, too, may come back. We've had one returned for a touchdown come back, and this one looks like it's going to come back too.
Holding BC number 8. 10-yard penalty. First down, BC.
Boy, you saw the speed of this little mighty mite. Shaquille Murray-Lawrence.
See if we can locate it. Cam Mora is right in the front row. There's Mora, number 8. Hands it on the outside of the man. He's blocking here. You'll see there's big number 8 right in the middle. Taking on Malik Jackson. Jackson changes. And you see the hand right around on the back, number 0 on the back of that jersey. Excuse me, not Cam Mora, but Pola Kumbo. 8 rather than 18.
So another return. Returned back because of a penalty. Another flag flies. Andrew Harris, right side, crashing through against BC again.
Holding BC number 66. 10-yard penalty. Repeating, first down.
We suddenly see back-to-back plays where penalties have cost teams points, both teams being affected here. Nonetheless, how about the wheels on Shaq Murray-Lawrence?
Whoa. See why he impressed at the combine. Scarborough, Ontario, and again played at UNLV. He can fly. Haven't heard the last from him. Lulay swarm, down he goes. Big sack. Marlon Smith tries timber here tonight.
And Marlon Smith coming from the backside, and this is a guy that the Ottawa Redblacks are counting on to supply some pressure opposite Justin Capicotti. Capicotti led this team in sacks. He was in double figures last year. No one else on the team even close. Looking for Smith to be that guy.
Redblacks only had 37 sacks. That was last in the CFL. There's Manny Arsenault shaking, but unable to get the first down. Tomaso Munoz, great coverage on that far side against Manny Arsenault.
Well, Munoz, a rather shrewd free agent signing for the Redblacks last season. Didn't play a lot last year after it came up after an NFL tryout. A very productive player during his time in Edmonton, where he played for Mark Nelson, the Redblacks D coordinator. But his presence allowed them to trade Jasper Simmons to Calgary, which is what got them Mo Price in the offseason.
Chris Williams reverses field, and he's dropped at the 45-yard line. Big sack, though, for Marlon Smith and the Ottawa Redblacks tonight. It's a one-point ball game, a Saturday night on July 4th. He's won virtually every award there is to win now in the CFL, from a Rookie of the Year to last year Defensive Player of the Year and Most Outstanding Defensive Player. First time Most Outstanding Player. First time ever a pure defensive player's ever done that.
Yeah, speaks volumes for the impact of Solomon Elimimian, the man in the middle of a defense that allowed the fewest touchdowns in the CFL last season.
There he is in on the play. As Henry Burris says, number 56 is a quarterback's nightmare.
When you get out there and you know, he kind of stares you down when you're under center, one thing you can't do, you got to treat him like Medusa. You don't look at him in the eyes, because, I mean, that'll intimidate you enough as it is. But, I mean, he's such a nice guy off the field, but when he's on the field, he's a terror to deal with. The guy's an unbelievable specimen. The guy runs like a running back, but can hit you like a defensive lineman can. And that's why he's a special player, one of the best linebackers I've ever played against.
And a jump. The line of scrimmage from the Lions. Like they jumped, or were they drawn? Flags fly on both sides of the field. There
Offside.
is the newcomer.
BC number 90. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Michael Brooks out of East Carolina, who won a Super Bowl, got a Super Bowl ring with the Seahawks back in 2014. Played one game that season. Not used to that yard off yet. There's Walker. Well, Henry Burris was talking about Solomon Elimimian. And here is Saul talking about the master, Henry Burris.
Somebody who's accomplished, somebody who's a veteran, somebody who doesn't get rattled easy. He knows, you know, where everybody's at, and he's somebody who's a, you know, dynamic leader. You know, and the biggest thing for us is he's seen everything. He's somebody that's been in this league for a long time, and you know, every time you play Henry, you know, you got to watch it because he got the big arm.
Here is the arm, fires far side. And what a get in this offseason Brad Sinopoli has become already. Touchdown tonight. What a huge play Sinopoli made before the first half. Set up a field goal. That was an 8-yard catch. Let's go back a play before that. How about that run with the convoy by Siobhan Walker?
Yeah, the herd, the big boys up front, all just kept the legs churning, as did Walker, to pick up that first down.
May see him again here. 2nd and 2. They do. Give it to him. He's got the rock. And he's pushed forward, and Josh Johnson may have helped Chevy Walker get that first down.
And I go back to a point we made in the first half about Ottawa and running the football a little bit more, using this ground game. Listen, the offensive linemen, the guys up front, pass blocking's great in this passing game of ours, but these guys love to be able to impose their will a little bit, use their aggression, get that ground game going, keep the defense off balance.
Burris throws, though. Here comes the rush. Out of the backfield this time is Walker. Another shake, and right there is Adam Bighill, the second part of that two-headed monster with Solomon Elimimian. Josh Johnson really more of a nickelback, but Bighill and Elimimian have to go a long way to find two linebackers. And I know other linebackers in the league are probably cringing right now, but those two are right up there.
Yeah, that's a rather dynamic duo, to say the least. You consider before Elimimian set the tackle record last year, you look at the previous 2 seasons combined, it was Bighill and Chip Cox who were tied for the most combined tackles in the league over those 2 seasons.
2nd and 2. Walker again. Looks like he's going to move the sticks again. Impressed so far for the play calling, not just tonight, but even last week for the Redblacks. Had a terrible first half in Montreal. There's the first down. But Jason Moss, the new OC, also imposing his will on this offense.
And you got to remember, this is the first time in his career, relatively new obviously to the coaching side of it, but Jason Moss, new to play calling. He's never been the guy calling the plays before. Doing a pretty good job putting his guys in position to be successful here.
Walker dragged down. on the pitch. They've done that a few times as T.J. Lee made the tackle. Just over half the first down yardage. Up near the 23-yard line, a 6-yard gain.
Sense that you see all these runs now strung together. That's wearing out the BC defense. Stay with the no huddle, keep the pace. Don't give them a chance to substitute. Ottawa keeps an advantage by doing that.
Siobhan Walker now 13 carries, 81 yards. Burris, pocket closes, has to go forward. On 2nd down and 4, had to get to inside the 20-yard line. This crowd already starting to murmur here.
Yeah, we'll find out here just how far that aggressive attitude of Rick Campbell is going to go here in 2015. Here comes Alvarado, and the field goal team is. That's a solid 2 yards they'd need for a first down here.
Just when Delbert Alvarado just thought he became a new hero here. Now he has to come in, but to the boos of the fans here who wanted to keep it going, and Henry Burris, you know, he wants to keep it going, but they'll take the points in a 1-point game. Alvarado 1 for 1, made that half-ending field goal from long distance. This from about the 28-yard line, right down Main Street, or should we say Bank Street, here in Ottawa. Great Canadian, new entrepreneur. Here is Brent Wallace.
Well, if you're looking for sandwiches sometime in Vancouver when you get there, go to Davie Street. Meat City Sandwiches. Andrew Harris has opened up a new place alongside with John Hemmeister Reese. These two guys have come together, put together what they call the best prime rib sandwiches around. And of course, Harris had food delivered on Thursday or Friday to the BC Lions for lunch. Everybody gave rave reviews. It sounds like it's a pretty good spot. However, Andrew Harris yesterday would not give Rod a deal if he went there.
No, yeah, well, yeah. He's not giving me one as a penalty flag goes down. I mean, these guys are in business. By the way, John Hemmeister Reese, he was on Master Chef Canada.
Yes.
He just got eliminated, poor guy. But I'll tell you what, he's into the cooking
foul.
biz.
Unnecessary roughness, horse collar tackle, number 24, Ottawa.
Horse
15-yard
collar
penalty,
tackle.
automatic first down.
So penalties not helping the Ottawa Redblacks here in this third quarter. It's Rolly Lumbala rolls over. And that horse collar tackle. So you excited about that?
Listen, I follow Andrew Harris on Twitter.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know how I feel about Twitter. Meat City is one of the few positive discoveries.
We know how you
on
feel
Twitter.
about meat. So Andrew Harris, tell us what you think about Dwayne Ford coming to your shop.
I think Dwayne Ford would definitely get full. We have a world platter. It's prime rib, porchetta, chicken, chili lime, corn, deep fried asparagus, mac and cheese. Come check it out, Dwayne Ford. It's ready for you. Kettle chips, everything you need there.
Horse collar tackle, number 24,
Well, when you're there,
Ottawa.
I am so
1 year
there.
difference, automatic first
You are
down.
the great enemy of meat everywhere. Dwayne Ford can pound it back. You're going to crush that. I can't wait to get to Vancouver. We got to get there. Because you are an aficionado of every good place to eat across Canada in all 9 cities.
I try.
Vancouver's got some good ones already. Let's get back to this game.
Meat City was already on the radar.
Perfect name. So 1st and 10. And there he is, the proprietor with Mr. Reese. And now Jason Foster just dusted a Redblack, and we've got a storm of rainfall of flags here. I've never seen so many flags fly at once.
No, it's
Fireworks.
Independence Day.
There you go. Understand his exuberance, but that may not have been a smart play.
You got to pick your spots.
See if this gets sawed off at all. Often in melees, one gets. They get the retaliation as well.
Jason Foster, the center, right in the middle of the action.
Two penalties on the play. Objectional conduct, Ottawa, number 14. Major foul, unnecessary roughness, BC, number 66. Dead ball fouls, it will be second down.
So it was a saw. Abdul Kane, he got involved last week in a bit of a controversial play with Dan Lefebvre. Some deemed close to being a head hit, helmet to helmet in Montreal. There's a look at the penalties tonight. Redblacks, bulk of that 93 has come in this second half. Four-man rush for Ottawa. 2nd and 12. Lule barks it out. Here on the near sideline, there's Sean Gore. Shakes one now, and Gore, foot race into Ottawa territory. One of the biggest plays of the night. And just when we said Sean Gore was silent, here he comes and pumps up the volume quickly.
Yeah, and a few things demonstrated on this play. One, Travis Lule with the arm getting it out to the wide side. That is a long throw where the DB has plenty of time to react. Two, you see the amount of time it takes to get it to Sean Gore when he's playing that wide side wideout spot. Harder to get him the football. With that run after the catch, you see why you want to get him a little more involved.
29-yard pickup. Lule again drops the rush. The slant pattern. Harris now. Andrew Harris, a big gainer again. Travis Lule spots his tailback out of the backfield. An Ottawa Red Black player is down. Brandon Thompson is hurt. This is vintage Andrew Harris. I would say so far that ankle looks really good.
Yeah, Andrew Harris looks terrific, and you saw the power in that run, breaking the tackle, delivering a blow at the end of that play as Thompson came up to try to make the tackle. And Andrew Harris is a guy who works hard during the offseason. He's a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger every year if you sort of track.
It's all that meat.
Well, I'm not going to credit the meat. I'm going to credit Andrew Harris's work ethic.
Yeah, he is a great runner, and a punishing run that time. Player down, will step aside, come back to Ottawa in a moment. 13-0. Travis Lule's comeback game in a city that many people felt that his career might be in jeopardy last year. He injured his shoulder, re-injured it. Brandon Thompson is on the bench for that last play, the run. Lule's looking sharp here tonight in his comeback. 4-point game. 4 minutes to go, third quarter in Ottawa tonight. They load up the box, and here comes the blitz. There goes the football. One-on-one. Burnham on the near sideline. Again with Abdul Kane.
Burnham had maybe a half step as Travis Lule's reaction suggests he maybe felt he could have thrown this one a little bit better, but there wasn't a whole lot of margin for error on this one. Little hitch and go. Just beyond the outstretched hand. There you see Lule. Wishing he could have that one back.
Four years removed from his MOP season. Now going to the end zone. He's got his man. Austin Collie has his first CFL touchdown. And Travis Lule on the money. First touchdown pass for Travis Lule since 2013.
Yeah, Lule limited to just a couple of games last season. It's been a long time coming, and as you said, this one right on the money. Whole shot. Remember, you've got the rookie Jacques Washington in there at safety. Austin Collie in behind him on that one.
First touchdown of the season for the Lions. Richie Leone, his first 32-point convert. 32-yard convert, rather. And it's a 16-13 lead now. And Austin Collie, whose dad, Scott, found the end zone a few times with the Hamilton Tiger Cats back in the 80s. And the Canadian-born receiver spent time at BYU, then in the National Football League. His first professional touchdown in a couple of years.
And you're going to see Colley's safety's not in the middle. The halfback Gavins is playing that outside leverage. Collie takes it in behind the free safety, and Lule puts it on him.
How about this for Travis Lulay, and the Lions have their first lead since early in the ball game when they led 6-0 and then gave it up. For Austin Cauley, the 29-year-old, again injury riddled in the National Football League with some concussion problems, then a knee problem. Spent time in Indianapolis, then New England, and now makes his way to the Canadian Football League. And he has made some terrific catches tonight in traffic. That one behind cover.
Yeah, great addition for the BC Lions this offseason.
Once again, Jock Sanders behind the wall. Flag down back at the 38-yard line.
Well, there are a couple of them down in kind of that offside territory near the 35-yard line.
And Richie Leone is a new kicker for the Lions with Paul McCallum released. They may
Offside.
have been a little too
BC number 25. 5-yard penalty. Will re-kick.
too early, so they're going to re-kick this. Very interesting move for the Lions. Couple in the offseason, couple of veterans. Dante Marsh not back, and also Paul McCallum, who had been so automatic for so many years, the oldest player in the league, and released. Did not take long for Paul McCallum to find work though.
No, interesting shuffle of kickers happening already this season. Paul McCallum goes back to his previous employer, the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
And this guy who was released by Calgary, by the way, Jock Sanders, last 2 years, Grey Cup rings. One with Saskatchewan, one last year with Calgary. Has a new home here in Ottawa. And running outside, avoiding one tackle and a nice return for Jock Sanders. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, strap on your backpacks. An all-new Amazing Race Canada kicks off with a special sporty TSN challenge with our very own James Duthie. Don't miss a new season of the Amazing Race Canada starting Wednesday at 9, 8 Central on CTV. I don't want to give it away, but saw a little bit of that. Amazing Racers trying to become us.
I'm just going to tell you up front, I'm pulling for Team Lumsden.
There you go. Neil and Jesse, former CFLers. Mo Price, dragged down by Court Parks. Quick slant, quick first down.
Burris looking to Price all the way on that one. Manages to get inside position on the defender, Court Parks. A quick hitter.
Henry Burris, good numbers tonight.
Yeah, very impressive. 15 of 19. 165 yards through the air for the veteran.
Mo Price, another Grey Cup champion with Calgary last year. Coveted in the offseason.
Even despite departures, a crowded Calgary Stampeder receiving core, where you had the late season addition Eric Rogers last year. Of course, Joe West, knowing Jeff Fuller was coming back from injury. You saw the big week one he had before sitting out in week 2. Meant Mo Price could be moved.
He was. Pump fake now. Downfield. Oh my goodness, what an interception. In and out of the hands of Sinopoli, into the midst of Court Parks, but a penalty flag on the far side.
Yeah, right in that territory.
Might be illegal contact here or interference, and this interception is going to be snuffed out.
Illegal contact on the receiver, number 26, BC. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
So the Redblacks and Brad Sinopoli catch a break here, but here's the infraction.
Yeah, line of scrimmage is going to be 54-yard line, so you can see the dotted line is going to show you 5 yards downfield. At the opposite 51, contact occurs beyond that point. Under the new rules, that is immediately a flag.